JJ McCarthy could end up being the NFL's biggest surprise of 2025. JJ could come in and hit the ground running, kill everything moving, everything in his path, and prove to be the next great quarterback in this league. Or in his first season under center, he could go out there and be extremely underwhelming, and the Vikings could end up at the very bottom of the NFC North. Both very polar opposite outcomes, both very different results, but both are very real possibilities when we look and head into this 2025 NFL season. JJ McCarthy, the national championship winning quarterback out of Michigan, the guy who missed his entire rookie season due to a knee injury, he looks to show the whole world what he can finally do on the big stage. He looks to prove to everybody that the hype surrounding him going into this year is real. But for a guy who technically this will be his rookie season, JJ is stepping into a very, very interesting situation this year with the Minnesota Vikings because he'll be given some grace, but not the same amount of grace as a normal rookie quarterback would get. He'll have his rookie moments, but they won't be met with the same amount of leniency that we usually give a first year quarterback. Sadly, JJ missed that phase. He missed the grace phase that we give first year quarterbacks under center because he will be leading the charge for a Minnesota Vikings squad that is expected to win right now. That entire organization thinks they can win right now. Their entire fan base thinks they can win right now. So sorry, big dog. You're going to have to learn, and you're going to have to learn fast. That learning curve is going to be a short one because this is a Vikings team coming off a season in which they had a 14-3 record, and late in the season, I'm talking about late in the season, they were still battling Philly and Detroit for that top spot in the entire NFC. Even after exceeding expectations by a mile, even after shocking the entire NFL, having the season and success that they had in 2024. A brutal collapse to end such a great season still stung the same, and Vikings fans had their hands open at the end of the season after that last loss to LA in the first round of playoffs, looking at themselves, wondering what just happened. Right? Unlikely hero Sam Darnold picked the worst time to go right back to who he was and right back to his old ways. He picked the worst time to have his worst two games of the season, and Vikings fans were like, what just happened? But if there is one guy who can handle that pressure, if there is one guy that is being put in a position to bear that burden and carry that load on his shoulders, it is JJ McCarthy. Notice I chose my words very carefully. JJ could not have gone and could not have been put in a better situation. There's a reason why it was revealed this offseason that Caleb Williams was trying and doing everything in his power to stay out of Chicago and actually wanted to go to Minnesota with KOC. There's a reason why Aaron Rodgers was willing to wait till the very last second and put his career on the line to see if Minnesota would change their mind on signing him this offseason. This Vikings team is heaven for a quarterback, and especially one in which he's a rookie quarterback, a young guy who will have his head spinning each and every way, every single direction to start his first year under center. When we talk about quarterback whisperers, we name a lot of head coaches, we name a lot of coordinators, but KOC is truly one of them ones. He's the reason why the Vikings have had so much success. And honestly, as a Vikings fan, when they traded up to go get JJ at that 10th pick back in 2024, I was like, all right, whatever KOC is rocking with, I am down with him too because he has proven and shown that and gained that respect from the fan base, right? They have had so much success over the past few years, and it's not only because of the way he's ran that offense, but more so the way he has constructed and built that culture in Minnesota and that organization and what they do. His team, they respond well to him and his leadership. They play hard for him, they play hard for one another, and plain and simple, as a head coach, he just gets it. He just gets his players. I mean, Sam Darnold, a guy who was considered a bust, a guy who was on his way to being an NFL journeyman and was a backup quarterback for Brock Purdy the season prior. His career got completely resurrected, and KOC got him a $100 million payday from Seattle this offseason in just 1 year. So best believe KOC is going to get JJ right. KOC is going to get McCarthy ready to play, and not only is he going to get him ready to play on the field, he's going to put him in positions to succeed and make things as easy as possible for him out there. Because when we look at other coaches and organizations, i.e. the Chicago Bears, who seem to make life on their young quarterbacks as hard as possible, KOC and the Minnesota Vikings will do the exact opposite for McCarthy. Not to mention, man, when all else fails and JJ is back there in the pocket, it's collapsing, he don't know where to go. he will have a guy by the name of Justin Jefferson to throw the football to. JJ is the best receiver in the game today. You could argue Jamar Chase. I'll take it. But Jettis has had one of the best 5 season runs to start an NFL career that any wide receiver has ever had in NFL history. The most receiving yards through 5 seasons in the game. Justin Jefferson is just the ultimate security blanket. He's the ultimate professional. Plain and simple, he's one of them ones. And we have seen time and time again what having an elite wide receiver one, an elite guy can do for young quarterbacks, right? And JJ is going to need all of that. He's going to need the coaching. He's going to need Jettis to step up. He's going to need the run game and the offensive line to pick some things up and help him throughout his first year, because this NFC is not going to be nothing to be played with. Philly is going to be looking to run it back here in 2025. Washington is on the come up. The NFC North as a whole is going to be a gauntlet, man. Any of those 4 teams, Detroit, Green Bay, Chicago, Minnesota, any of those 4 teams could end up first in the division when it's all said and done. But also, any of those 4 teams could end up dead last. It's not like some years where, like last year, you knew, hey, Detroit, they're going to be number 1. And when we all thought, again, Minnesota surprised everybody. Minnesota was slated to be at the bottom of the NFC North. They shocked the entire NFL and ended with a 14-3 record. It's not one of those type of years. It's one of the years where anybody can win it and anybody can lose it. JJ's first start will be on Monday Night Football at Soldier Field against a hungry Chicago Bears team with a new head coach looking to start their new regime off the right way. So yes, the whole world's going to be watching. The whole world's going to be tuned in to see, hey, what are we going to get from the Michigan man and JJ McCarthy in his first start? Because when you look at JJ play and we look at the film and the skill set that he has provided from his 1 preseason game in the league and his time at Michigan, he has the skill set to be a great quarterback in this league. He can make hard throws. He doesn't turn the ball over. He can make things shake with his legs when things break down. I just believe that JJ's success early on and the key to his success, honestly, throughout his career will be not asking him to do too much. Don't ask him to be Superman, right? He may not be able to throw the ball more than 35 times a game, week in and week out. He may not be able to scan the field consistently, surgically, and hit his 3rd and 4th option time and time again. You just got to know what your guy is limited to. But all that I just said, all that we just talked about, that is called normal. When we look at the quarterback position in the NFL, that is called normal, right? We talk about, and we set such a high standard because we talk about the elite game changers that the NFL has today, the guys who can win games based off their talent alone. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. Those guys aren't normal. Those are aliens. Those guys aren't normal. They are the best of the best that we have seen in this generation. So not everybody is going to be those guys. Not everybody can be those guys, and it is totally okay. The league has actually shown more than not over its history that for a very long time, you don't need this elite game-changing quarterback to win an NFL championship. But if you have a game manager, if you have a guy that's just going to go out there and you're not making mistakes and make the right decisions, he better be elite at what he does as well. Brock Purdy just got paid $265 million to be an elite game manager. Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP, has a very unique skill set, but again, he's not a guy who can throw the ball more than 35 times a game. Josh Allen, who I just mentioned as a game changer, one of the best in the game today. He's a different breed. He is uber talented, but the Buffalo Bills had immense success last year, and Allen captured his first MVP trophy the moment Buffalo finally realized, hey, he can't throw the ball 35 times a game. We can't just rely on his arm week in and week out every single Sunday. So best believe Coach Kevin O'Connell has spent this entire offseason dialing up a plan to make sure that his young quarterback goes out there and is prepared more than anybody else. Best believe the Minnesota Vikings as an organization is doing everything in their power to put their young guy in the best position possible to succeed. And I think very quickly, we're going to see flashes and we're going to find out whether or not JJ McCarthy will be the next great quarterback in this league or if all the hype was really for nothing.